So welcome everyone. Thank you for logging on to this afternoon's program. My name is Matt Schumann. I am on the programming team here at Cary Library. Before we begin, just a few things to note. Please let me know in the chat if there are any technical issues that I can try to resolve. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to add them in the chat at the end or simply unmute yourself. Just letting someone in. This program is made possible by the generous donors to the Cary Library Foundation. I'd like to now introduce Leslie Gabriele. Leslie is the founder of With Love and Gratitude, a nonprofit dedicated to helping individuals attain calm and peace in their lives through various techniques. Leslie has been the host of our guided meditation series for 2 years now.
2 years.
Time has flown
COVID
by.
time. Since COVID began, that's how you can count it.
And she will be back on February 15th. So now please welcome Leslie.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. With Love and Gratitude, www.withloveandgratitude.com to see what other events are going on. Our mission with the library is to expose you to different formats of meditation. So every 2 weeks, it's a little different. And for those of you who have joined me before, you know I put a lot of emphasis on breathing. Conscious breathing helps to fully open up our respiratory system. And believe it or not, we don't do that naturally. And we should, but we don't. And it causes problems. It actually can cause physical and mental problems, from anxiety to stress, to lack of energy, to digestive issues, the list goes on. Inhaling through your nose is more beneficial than inhaling through your mouth. Nose breathing releases nitric oxide, and that oxide is carried to your lungs and helps maintain homeostasis within the body, and you want that. And when you think about it, the nose literally was built for breathing. So on average, you take about 16 breaths per minute. That means you'll take 23,040 breaths just today and 8,409,600 breaths a year. So that's a lot of breathing. Out of all those breaths, how many can you remember taking consciously? It's an important part of your automatic nervous system. Your body's control system acts largely unconsciously. You just breathe. But as you become more conscious of how you are breathing, it's been shown scientifically, lots of research, to make significant changes toward improving health, mood, digestion, and more. So here's 4 reasons why I spend so much time with breath and why you should make deep breathing, conscious breathing, part of your everyday routine, even if it's just a couple of minutes. So it regulates cortisol. So that means that you send a signal to the brain to adjust your parasympathetic system, what they call rest and digest. Every conscious exhalation you take slows the heart rate and promotes a feeling of calm, which is why I often say make your exhales longer than your inhale. It lowers blood pressure. So you all know what raises blood pressure, but this is an easy way to reduce it. It improves digestion. A relaxed body supports organ function. Again, going back to the rest and digest advice that a lot of people, a lot of doctors, a lot of nutritionists give you. And lastly, it increases awareness. Believe it or not, there's some studies that say daily breathing or meditation, and deep breathing is a form of meditation, allows you to become present with your actions, and that ultimately affects the decisions you make throughout the day. So, a little breathing. So I call this meditation finding the breath. We'll get started. You get comfortable. This is a breath-centered meditation. It's very simply a guided meditation. It's going to offer a brief introduction to my mindful breathing and relaxation. The practice is profound and the practice is simple. So as we've said, the body is always breathing. The breath is constantly moving. Your breath is not only a great place to start a meditation, it is a constant. You can return to it anytime you need a little centering. At a red light, in a line at the grocery store. In this practice, you'll gently find breath in the body. And listen, there's nothing to figure out. There's no problems to solve. There's nothing special you need to do. There's no right and wrong. This is your time. Constantly return to your direct experience of body breathing. So take a moment and notice your breath. Just notice it. Don't change it. Don't judge it. Just notice it. I'm pretty sure everyone's breathing. As you return to your direct experience of body breathing, you train the mind to be one with the experience without distraction. So make sure you're comfortable and cozy. If you're sitting, it helps the body be awake and energized, but you can lie down. You can even stand up. And if you haven't done it already, gently allow the eyes to close. And just be with your breath for a minute. The idea is to minimize distractions in your practice. And you can do that by going back to your breath. So let's bring some awareness to the abdomen. Just relax the muscles there. And for you who are judging yourself, just breathe. Breathe into your tummy. See if you can feel the natural rising and falling as you take a breath in with a long, gentle exhale out. Relaxing the muscles in the abdomen. Just feeling the rising and the falling. Imagine the body is breathing itself. From the navel around the obliques, notice the movement that happens with each breath. As you take a gentle breath in and make a long, gentle exhale out. Just trusting in your breath. Taking a few deep breaths just like this. Exhaling in, long, gentle exhale out. And notice that already some calmness has entered. So simple. As you inhale, move your awareness up to your chest. And with a long exhale, let your awareness settle right into your chest area. Now, as you inhale, tune into the expansion of the lungs and the rising of the chest. As you exhale, feel the contraction and the movement. See if you can follow the feeling of the breath from the beginning of your inhalation through the end of your exhalation. What does it actually feel like to breathe in and breathe out? waves of air entering and exiting as you just watch the breath. Feeling the rising of the chest and then the contraction and movement as you exhale. Enjoying the rhythm and the sensations. Now bring your attention to your nostrils. The feeling of the breath might be more subtle here. So let's try taking a deep breath to see what's present for you. And now an even deeper breath if you can. You may notice a slight tickle at the tip of your nose as you breathe in. You may notice the breath is slightly warmer on the way out. Taking a deep breath in and then noticing with a long exhale out, noticing. And of course, it's only natural the mind wanders here and there sometimes. That's fine. Just refocus on the direct experience of your breath when you notice your mind wandering off. Simple. Now rest your awareness on the body breathing in one of these three spots, the abdomen, the chest, or the nostril. And continue to observe the breath. Make your inhale just a second or two longer and your exhale 2 or 3 seconds longer. Just allowing the breath to be deeper, not trying and not forcing. Noticing your body, your mind, feeling the breath enter and exit. Continuing to observe the breath. Now, to wrap up this period of practice, bring your awareness with you into your daily life. So simple, just stay in touch with the breath in your body, and that will help the mind to remain present. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. When you're ready, you can wiggle your toes and your fingertips. Just getting ready to come back. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So I hope that served you well. We're going to do a little massage just as a treat. This is a lymphatic massage. It can improve circulation, decrease any facial swelling if you have any. It helps remove toxins and waste from the body and improve your immune system. So what we're going to do is we're going to massage the point. Let's see if I can show you the dent between your shoulder and collarbone. What you want to do is just make little circles. You can pick either side of the body, because we're going to do the opposite side in a minute. Just gently massage. And notice, see if anything changes in our big experiment. Of course, remembering conscious breathing. And now the other side, another minute. I don't know about you, but this is working. Let me do this for a minute. Okay, take a deep breath in and let it all go. So we're teaching you little tricks to keep you cool, calm, and collected. So the final one, I found a neuroscience scientist that was teaching this technique. It's a breath to use when you're feeling anxious. It brings your automatic arousal system to baseline. So the more uptight you are, the more the chance you have to just smooth out. According to this neuroscience person, it's the fastest way to calm your body down when you feel very anxious. And I've used it on a child that worked good. I had to get his attention first, but when I got him to breathe, it worked really good. So you take 2 quick inhales in and then a long sigh out. Make the long breath out so that you're filling your lungs to the max with the 2 in and then emptying your lungs completely. So let's try that. We'll do 2 of them. So just so you get the hang of it. So you go. And then try one more. So this literally releases carbon dioxide, and it's elevated carbon dioxide levels that your body creates when it's stressed. So the breath brings the levels back into normal status. You know, we do this naturally, release carbon dioxide when we cry and when we sleep. So now you have another way to do it. So when you're feeling stressed, this neuroscientist suggests you do this 3 times and your body should calm down. Don't force it, just do it. So with that, I'm going to be back in 2 weeks with a totally different technique. Before we say goodbye, I want to thank the Carey Library and the Carey Library Foundation for having us, and to remind you that all the meditations that have been done this year have been taped. So you can go to the library and find them and meditate anytime you want. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Have a great white day.
Thank you,
Bye,
Leslie, and
everybody.
thank you everyone for attending.